Welcome back to Fall, Year 1 of our relatively blind Stardew Valley Let's Play. I started this season once again by destroying our old crops and trying to remake the plot so they make a little bit more sense. I say that every season, but I'm still trying to find my flow with that. I then went to Pierre's and bought all of this season's seeds, at least the ones I could afford. I then went back to the farm and planted them to get the season started strong. Day 2, my entry to the main town introduced a new type of quest board, the Special Orders board. I was super excited for this because it would give me more to work towards every day while I waited for crops and things to produce. My first order was for 100 bok choy. I then got a cutscene with Sam and Sebastian asking which type of music I liked. After which I spent way too long in the mines and barely made it back home in time to earn level 3 combat. I woke up to a quest from Marnie asking me to bring amaranth for the cows. On this day I was able to complete our fall foraging bundle. I brought Jody an iron bar and then delivered a whole bunch of stuff to the museum. Day 4 started with chicken chores. I maybe kept forgetting these guys, and they were not happy with me for it. After that, I spent quite a bit of the day fishing just to earn a little bit of extra money, and then did my best to get to the next elevator entrance in the mines. Day 5 was my first time really paying attention to fertilizer. I got to work planting that underneath some of the bok choy. Jeez, this portraits mod is really killing me. Why is everyone fine? 1 heart? Yeah, gotta pump those numbers up. Today was also Elliot's birthday, which I completely forgot about. Day 6 had a plentiful eggplant harvest. Told Haley to get into watercolor painting. And I had a bit more money, so I went to buy more seeds, especially pumpkins, since most of them seem to really love pumpkin-related things, and they took quite a while to grow. At this point, I also thought you'd be able to craft golden pumpkins, but I don't think you actually can. After getting the crops in the ground and watered, I went to work towards the copper ores quest. Day 8, I woke up to my Jody inviting me to dinner, on the stipulation I brought her a largemouth bass. I was panicking this whole day because I thought it was like a this day only quest, and I just could not catch one. I was worried I was gonna disappoint her. Thankfully though, it was one of those quests that you could complete at any time that you were able to, and it didn't seem to damage any hearts. Day 9 started with me giving Elliot a gift. The man seemed to love almost anything I brought him, which was really sweet. I then took a quest to slay 4 frost jellies. And then received a reward for killing those frost jellies. Day 11, I ran into Sam and Vincent at the beach. Kind of felt bad for having a crush on their mom after this scene, especially since they were missing their dad so much. Day 12, I really didn't do too much. I planted a whole bunch of the bok choy seeds and finally caught that largemouth bass. The next day, I bought a new chicken named Cabbage. Ended up watching Penny trying to be nice to the old man. Come on now, K for consent, Penny. Don't randomly push people who didn't ask for help. I don't understand why that wasn't common sense for her. I then expanded the chicken area to accommodate the new baby and delivered some eggs for Gus. This was also the day that I finally got to have dinner with Jody. Psych. You walk in, you give her the fish, and then you get a black screen. I'm a little disappointed on that. On day 14, I had a plentiful harvest of grapes and pumpkins, and was able to finally complete the fall crops bundle. On my way out of the community center, I ended up jamming out with Abigail. These cutscenes are super awkward without the music on. And that night we got to level 7 farming. The next morning, my bats were very generous, and I was able to collect some wild plums, an orange, and an apple. I also took a quest to deliver 25 gold star vegetables to Pierre in 14 days. I bought a new sword from the adventure man, and then went hunting for ore. Day 16, not much happened except for me paying attention to a core function of the game and realizing that this community center button would show me what I needed without me having to run to the building every time. Day 17 was the fair. I did play around a bit, but I was kind of too cheap to play any of the actual games. On day 18, I was able to deliver the Amaranth to Marnie, and realized I was about 20 or so bok choy away from completing that order. I dropped my pickaxe off for an upgrade, completed the eggs quest, and earned a solid 3,000 monies. The next morning brought a plentiful pumpkin harvest, which I immediately delivered one to Caroline for Abigail to carve. The Sketchy Woods lady didn't really have anything I was interested in, so I went home and made a preserves jar. Day 20, my pickaxe was ready for pickup, which helped me work towards the boiler room bundles. And that night, I passed out trying to get to the next mine entrance. I was one ladder away. But in the night, we did get to level 4 combat. Day 21, I went fishing. And that's it. Day 22, I did take a quest to reduce the lakefish population, and worked on cleaning up the farm a bit. This got me to level 8 farming. On the 23rd, I finished the bok choy order, earning a total of 4,400 gold. I acquired a mini shipping barrel, completed the construction bundle, and brought Harvey a pumpkin since I was trying to get my hearts up with him. On day 24, I completed the blacksmith bundle. Day 25, I went and popped some geodes with Clint, which got me the last thing I needed for the whole boiler room bundles. This unlocked the minecart. I had no idea what the rewards for the community center were, so I wasn't really prioritizing it, but after this, it became my focus. This was insanely useful. Day 26, I worked on my artisanal crafts, harvested a whole lot of crops, and got a cutscene with Elliot, where I got to learn he's a writer. At this point, I was thinking he was kind of a cutie. I then went and ordered a barn from Robin, gave Maru a topaz I had on hand, gathered a bunch of berries in the cave, and that night was invited to have a drink with Elliot. Though I understand he was probably trying to be chivalrous, he was kind of rude to Gus. On the eve of the end of fall, I spent a lot of the morning giving people random gifts, eventually running into Shane, who wasn't the worst this time, and bought a brown chicken named Beans for the coop. My axe had been upgraded, finally allowing me to access the other part of the forest. It was a bit disappointing since I was hoping there'd be something really cool hidden over here, but maybe I just haven't accessed it yet. The Spirits Festival. I bought a gravestone, a jack-o'-lantern recipe, and went around talking to people. I kind of wish their portraits, especially Shane's, was wearing the costume. I feel like that would have been really cute. To end the night off, I completed the maze and got a golden pumpkin. And on the last day of fall, I finished the quality crop delivery, bought the next backpack upgrade, and went fishing for our other quest. By the end of the night, I had gotten to level 5 fishing, where I chose the Fisher perk. I am having so much fun with this game, and cannot wait to share with you guys the rest of my first playthrough, next of which of course being winter.